Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Starmade. Oh man, I have to thank you guys. You have made my week actually. And why is that? That is of course because you have supported the previous episode so much. We have reached over 150 likes. Man, contrary to the previous episode where it was like below 50, that is just amazing. You guys did brilliantly. I thank you so much. It is so appreciated. Also, don't worry about the dislikes. Dislikes actually help me just as much as likes. If you express your feelings towards the video in a like, in a dislike, in a comment, it doesn't matter to me. It helps me all along. Now, concerning the previous episodes, there have been many suggestions. I have just picked out a few things that you have suggested. For instance, we could make a lovely dining area in the wings, or something else that I actually kind of do have to agree with, that the wings might not be long enough. But yeah, I do agree, it could look a little bit thinner and a little bit longer. Also, some people have told me that they like the idea about the observation room, so that might be something we could tackle. And of course, the front and the back of the wing don't look as smoothed out just yet because they are missing some modules, as also suggested by you guys, to add some thrusters, and of course wedges will come. And also, of course, one thing that I have thought that will be coming up in the comment section, of course, is that the wings are a little bit too thick at the start. They could have a smoother transition into the main body. So that was basically the feedback about the wings. I don't want to get too much into the wings today. Today we shall do something else to spice it up. We're still gonna be on the mothership, but one thing that we need to tackle today is maybe the name of the mothership. We haven't given it a name yet. Right now it is just known as the mothership, and I believe this could change. So give me a bunch of suggestions in today's comment section and I will pick one out for the next episode and we shall officially name this baby. Also, Derek has suggested to actually increase the build area size in the server config file, and I will do that as soon as possible. Maybe this already changed. We have done a few things with the server, but yeah, increasing the build area size is just not a thing because I always forget it. Also, I've received valuable feedback about my microphone setup in various episodes, and I think by now I have almost figured it out the way I want to do it. You might also realize that we do not have a facecam in today's episode. I just want to switch it up a little bit. I want to get your feedback. What do you think is better? Should I leave the facecam in the Starmade videos, or are you happier without the facecam? And then one thing I want you guys to be aware of is that English is not my mother tongue. I'm sure a lot of you guys hear it and I'm eager to learn more, so if I use words incorrectly, I feel not offended if you tell me the right words so that I can improve myself and be better in the next video. But enough of the comment section, let's get into the actual episode and have some fun in Starmade. Alright guys, here we are. Let's dive right into the building process. What I would like to achieve today is to kind of fix the top part and also this corner right here. I kind of want to finish the neon or whatever ice crystal-y theme, and basically at the end of this episode we will have this colored with all the ice crystals that I want to place on there. So you get the overall idea how many ice crystals we're gonna have, and after that it's just a thing of decorating with different stuff. Anyhow, I believe this will only take about 3/4 of the episode or so, and after that we shall tend to this part. Another concern that one of the commenters have raised, that this part doesn't actually look like it is connecting to the bridge really smoothly. This will probably take about 3/4 of the episode, and after that I shall try to add a little bit onto the bridge and maybe make a brilliant connection right here so that it does look like more part of the current ship. So I am already in the build mode, which means we can set our symmetry plane. Gonna do that right in the center, of course. And I believe the first thing that I want to do is get rid of this turret. This turret, I believe, was mostly just for testing purposes. And right now I sincerely think that we can get rid of it. Okay, is the ship still even attached? I'm not sure. It shouldn't be. But it is kind of halfway slid into my mothership. Okay, but I think for the time being this shall not concern us too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of a bunch of blocks. We need to kind of redesign the whole top part here. I mean, it has been fun for a while, but there comes a time when we have to get serious. So instead of decorating it with simple hull blocks, we're gonna decorate the top part with modules and ice crystals, and hopefully we'll get a lot better theme going than we currently have. Okay, so we got rid of the first part. Let me just do that with the top two parts right here, and maybe we're also gonna get rid of some of this stuff in order to rearrange it. Alright guys, I took myself the liberty of continuing with the build slightly. You can see I have removed everything that has been standing out on the top. Right now we can see the sun through the ship. Yeah, there we go, that is actually the sun. I was kind of confused there. But anyhow, we have also decorated some more lines, some more power lines with the ice crystals. I still want to connect the center part with those two outer lines, or three outer lines actually, and then the pattern is going to continue around the wing or the outside of the top part right here until we reach the end. And I believe this is all the ice crystals we're gonna put on there. I don't know, we might do some other stuff yet. But yeah, right now I'm much happier with the looks of this front part. It looks a lot more distinguished and kind of shaped out. And also don't forget, beneath this surface there is a whole room. This room here is just above the hangar, as you can see, and it is also a huge room where we can put a lot of modules. This is kind of gonna be reserved for balance purposes. So maybe we're lacking some shields or we're lacking some power, then we can fill this up with the respective modules. So maybe let's go ahead and we're gonna try something. We're gonna continue the crystal pattern along the top edge right here, and we kind of want to make it all the way to the back part of the ship. Yeah, so I think right here it's gonna be pretty clear. We're just filling this up. And oh yeah, we still have to fix this huge gaping hole, though this could actually be like an entrance, a small little hangar door of some sorts. We'll come up with something, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove some of that and we're gonna re-add the crystals. Now we have a straight line. I wonder if I should kind of continue this with the wing. Oh, actually we already have this with the wing. I didn't even remember. So instead we could try and arrange it so that the power line is going upwards here, like so, and flowing into that part. And we'll kind of have to add, of course, the tetrahedral, kind of replace those parts with the fitting parts so that we have a smooth transition. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. For the time being, I'm just gonna remove all of this. The wedging part, it's kind of easier to see when there are no wedges. Also, one thing that has been suggested so many times in the comment section is for parts where you cannot see a thing to actually enable the lighten mode. And I will show you now that with the armor I'm working, the armor previous to the whole survival update thing is actually not so convenient to work in that mode. So if we enable the lighten mode, you can see you have no sense of depth here. I mean, yes, I can clearly see where stuff is, but the whole third dimension gets lost and it is much more confusing than just to wait for a bit of sunlight or to put a crystal somewhere. Now this technique works really well if you have blocks with an actual outline. So as soon as there is an outline around the block, then this technique works rather well. But anyhow, I do already like it a lot better. We're gonna have to get rid of that turret. I'm gonna have to do that in astronaut mode. And I believe the next thing we're gonna take care of is some kind of an improvement around this area and maybe also around this area. I want to make sure that there is a really nice transition between each of these modules. So maybe let me just think about that for a little while and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I decided to go a little bit more radical with the front part. I tried a few barrier things, but nothing was really making me too happy. So this is the framework for rounding up the bridge or the cockpit or whatever you want to call it. Everything is so huge. Anyhow, you can now see that we have built some kind of a framework, and the idea, and that is also a suggestion someone actually made, is to place 2 additional smaller cannons onto the sides, and this way we hopefully kind of can make up for the thin part right here and everything looks a little bit more sturdy. So I think most of the front part right here we're gonna fill out with glass. We kind of have to, I don't know, make a smooth transition to the bottom right here so that it looks like a dome-ish structure or a window. It's not gonna be a perfect dome, as you can see judging from the shapes. And right here on the other side we might just hook it up. We just might expand this bridge a tiny little bit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna remove stuff or not, but yeah, for the most part we just kind of have to wing it. Now I'm not sure if I'm overdoing the crystal pattern. I think it's gonna look a lot better once we wedge out some stuff. Right now the crystals are a little bit overwhelming, I have to admit, but we can always get rid of some or replace them with another light source. But first we shall judge when the end product is here if it is really too much or not. So for instance right here, as soon as we place stuff, the crystals aren't as aggressive anymore to the eyes. So I guess we're just gonna follow this pattern right here, maybe up to here. And yeah, for this part, I guess we're just gonna connect it to the bridge. It doesn't matter how we do it, as long as it kind of fits with the overall theme, I guess. So yeah, I probably would want to continue this right here, and we can do this for most of that part. Yeah, I will have to do a lot of trickery around here, I guess. But for the front part, we can already do something, namely we are gonna make yet another strut. This other strut is gonna extend out from here, I would say, and we're gonna go about 5 out, then we're gonna go down only about 3, 2. Now let's see, where is the end? I kind of want to bring it right here, maybe right here. That should be good. So we're gonna bring this up a tiny little bit. Oh man, this is gonna be pretty complex with the glass, I have to say. The rest I kind of want to fill up with glass. Maybe something like that? Yeah, that ought to do the trick. I want to make that strut about 2 thick, because anything I build just in a 1 thick layer on this mothership just looks teensy and sometimes bothers my eyes. Okay, there we go, much better. Now, do we also want to outline this with a crystal? And probably. Oh man, I can already hear it in the comment section. Too many crystals! Stop it with the damn crystals! Nathan, you crystal bitch! You know, the usual stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man, I think I actually almost nailed it this time. Oh well, I think I'm gonna try to finish some of this off camera and then I will present you with the results. Oh guys, I've been working on the top part of this whole contraption and I have to say I am really happy how it turned out. Just look how smooth the transition is into the original cockpit. It almost looks like it is one single module. I tried to use the glass as good as I could. Right here I will still have to find a solution, but overall I have to say I'm really glad that I made this decision. Of course, based on your comments. This was one of the more frequent complaints, that this doesn't look like it's properly attached. But right now only the bridge by itself could be a ship. This actually looks rather good, I have to say. It could also only be my opinion. Anyhow, we have to kind of connect the crystals in order to make all the power lines look a little bit smoother, and then of course we'll have to do something with the top. But looking at the time, we're probably not gonna get to that in today's episode. But I've done an awful lot of work right here and I almost believe that you guys will actually like that change. Now of course we still have to do something with the bottom. I don't want to mirror it on the bottom. I kind of want to make, I don't know, maybe we are gonna go 3 blocks down or so and then we just hook it up. Let's actually try to do something like that. So what we're probably gonna try to do is grab our black standard armor and we're gonna draw a line around those crystals. Just 1 block in and 1 block down. Okay, there we go. The first layer is done. Now we want to do this 2 more times probably. We want to go down right here and draw a line. And now this is the point where I can barely see whatever the heck I'm doing here. But we shall pull through this together and hopefully nothing is gonna go wrong. I bet you there's so many wrongly placed blocks on this mothership currently that I haven't realized. A lot of them will find, of course, but others, they are just gonna persist forever. Okay, the second line is done and now we want to go down one more. Okay, that's that. I went down 3 blocks and now we shall just connect it up using gray hole, I believe. Can we do something like that? We just want to kind of fill this up. Do we start from the center? Probably like so. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out just yet. We will have to see. Maybe this is all gonna be in vain. Okay, something like that. It actually doesn't look too shabby on the first glance, or at first glance. Stupid prepositions. And now we kind of want to fill the rest up with gray armor as well. There we go. I think I accidentally placed a bunch of blocks right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove them. And now we can probably just fill this up. Oh no, that was a mistake. We're gonna do this by hand. Good old block by block building. And look at that, it actually gave some sort of a pattern at the bottom. Okay, there we go guys. I think we did it. Let's have a closer look. Yeah, all of the flooring is actually filled out. We have this hallway with the core. So now the core room is considerably larger than it was before. I'm probably gonna leave this part in the middle though, and we're gonna maybe have a door right here. I don't know yet, but this is definitely the core room now. That is brilliant. I just love it, guys. So many happy moments in Starmade, I have to say. But yeah, let me know what you actually think about this new addition. Oh man, look at that. It so much looks like a plane now, and so much more with this cockpit. So yeah, maybe we'll actually shape the winglets to go a little bit outside to the front, so they have a little bit of a curve to the front. That might actually look snuggly. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the episode right here. Don't forget, as usual, to leave your support and suggestions down below. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me through all of this. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one.